Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to missiondawah.com's online dawah training course with myself, Harun Qureshi, and Abdurraheem Green, who mashallah converted to Islam in 1989, which is when I was born, and mashallah has over 20 years of dawah experience. So Abdurraheem, the first question I have for you today is, in your experience, what do you feel, or what is the best dawah structure or methodology that you feel is the most effective?
Well, as you know, we've developed a system which we call GORAP, which is basically taking a non-Muslim through a conversation about the existence of God, of Allah, the oneness of Allah, the need for revelation and prophethood, which all leads to a evidence-based conclusion that the Quran is from God, that Muhammad is the Prophet, that there is only one God, which is of course the essential components of Islam. So this is a very, it's not the only way of giving dawah, but it's a very highly effective methodology, mashallah.
Okay, mashallah. So you're saying GORAP stands for God's existence, oneness,
God's oneness,
revelation,
revelation,
prophethood.
prophethood.
Okay, excellent. And how was this kind of format, how was this kind of created? How was the GORAP created?
For many years I went down to Speaker's Corner, and there's still some of my videos available on YouTube of the talks I gave down there. And I tried many different ways of giving dawah to people. And alhamdulillah, they had various degrees of success. The least successful method of dawah in terms of actually inviting non-Muslims to Islam was the approach of using the Bible and using their scriptures and trying to argue with them from that point of view.
Right.
But the most successful method was actually a method that was taught to me, at least in the basic details of it, by a sheikh from Egypt, Muhammad ibn Ismail, who came to visit us here in the UK, and he came to see me and spent an afternoon down in Speaker's Corner. And mashallah, he was one of the few sheikhs who, most sheikhs obviously could talk about the fiqh of dawah and tell you how important dawah is, but he was really involved in dawah to non-Muslims himself on a personal level. So it's actually something he did, and generally I respect a person who is not just someone who